the greatest treasures we possess. Friendship, love, salvation, and trust cannot be purchased with currency. Yet, they demand the highest price of all: our authentic selves. The paradox of priceless gifts. These invaluable gifts operate on a different economy entirely. While money can buy companionship, it cannot purchase genuine friendship. You can hire someone's time, but not their loyalty. You can purchase gifts to express affection, but love itself springs from something far deeper than material exchange. This paradox reveals a fundamental truth about human nature. Our most essential needs transcend the marketplace. Friendship, the investment of vulnerability. True friendship costs us our pride, our walls, and our carefully constructed facades. It requires the courage to be seen authentically, flaws and all. From our own experiences, we understand how relationships can develop over time through shared experiences and mutual respect. The friendship described, developing through rental business, shows how genuine connections often emerge from consistent, honest interactions rather than grand gestures or expensive gifts. Friendship demands emotional investment, the willingness to listen during difficult times, to celebrate others' successes without envy, and to offer support when it's inconvenient. It costs us our selfishness and requires us to expand our circle of concern beyond ourselves. The price is vulnerability, but the return is immeasurable. Someone who knows your story and chooses to stay. Love, the currency of sacrifice. Love, in its truest form, costs us our independence. It requires us to consider another's well-being as equal to or greater than our own. Whether romantic love, parental love, or love for humanity, it demands sacrifice. Not the martyrdom kind, but the daily choice to put someone else's needs alongside our own. Love costs us our fear of commitment, our desire for complete control, and sometimes our comfort zones. It asks us to grow, to forgive, to be patient when patience feels impossible. The investment is our whole heart, knowing it might be broken, yet choosing to love anyway, because the alternative, a life without love, is far more costly. Salvation, the price of surrender. Salvation, whether viewed through spiritual or philosophical lenses, costs us our ego and our illusion of complete self-sufficiency. It requires acknowledging our limitations, our mistakes, and our need for something greater than ourselves. This might be divine grace, community support, or simply the humility to accept help when we need it. The price of salvation is often our pride admitting we cannot save ourselves from every situation, that we need forgiveness, guidance, or rescue. It costs us our need to be right all the time and our resistance to transformation. Yet this surrender opens us to possibilities we could never achieve alone. Trust, the investment of faith. Trust might be the most expensive of all these gifts, because it costs us our cynicism and our protective skepticism. To truly trust requires us to act on faith rather than certainty, to believe in someone's character despite incomplete information. Our experiences show how trust can be both rewarding and costly. The trust we placed in a friend who rented our beloved car resulted in significant loss. Yet without trust, meaningful relationships become impossible. Trust costs us our need for guarantees. It requires us to accept that we might be disappointed, betrayed, or let down, yet choose to trust anyway, because the alternative, a life of constant suspicion, impoverishes the soul. The investment is our willingness to be hurt, with the understanding that trust, once broken, requires even greater courage to rebuild. The hidden costs. These gifts also cost us time. Not just any time, but quality time, attention, and presence. They require emotional labor, the work of understanding others, managing our own reactions, and choosing responses that build rather than destroy. They cost us our comfort with superficiality, demanding depth and authenticity instead. They require us to develop emotional intelligence, patience, and resilience. We must learn to communicate effectively, to resolve conflicts constructively, and to maintain these relationships through life's inevitable changes and challenges. The compound interest of intangible investments. Unlike financial investments, these gifts appreciate through sharing rather than hoarding. The more love you give, the more capacity for love you develop. The more trustworthy you become, the more trust flows back to you. Friendship multiplies when nurtured, and salvation deepens through service to others. These investments also provide returns that money cannot: peace of mind, purpose, belonging, and the deep satisfaction of meaningful connection. They create a safety net that no insurance policy can match and provide comfort that no luxury can replicate. The ultimate economy. In the end, these priceless gifts operate on the economy of the heart rather than the wallet. They remind us that our humanity is not measured by our net worth, but by our capacity to connect, to care, and to contribute to others' well-being. They cost us everything that keeps us isolated and small, yet they return to us everything that makes life worth living. The beautiful irony is that in paying these costs, vulnerability, sacrifice, surrender, and faith, we don't become poorer, but infinitely richer. We discover that the things money cannot buy are precisely the things that make us truly wealthy. Do not forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to be updated for more inspiring content. You can also leave a comment and share the video so that we could reach and inspire more people. Thank you. And to God be all the glory.